G'day guys, we've got the bow for the 7000s out and I'm in the middle of nowhere. I tried to get away from all the electrical interference that I was subjected to. I went to go to Sparrow Ground to try it there, but someone was parked exactly where I go into the bush, and that they actually walked out from the bush, which to me is a bit suspect. So yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Maybe it might be someone who's planted some sort of jamming device or something. Um, you know, maybe checking on the batteries to see if it's still working. But where I am now, there's no noise. This is fine. And the detectors here, the one on the right has been modified. The one on the left has not. So just in case any of the video gets around the wrong way, sometimes left can transpose to right and so forth, depends how it's done. But this one here, this one I'm standing with, this is the modified one, and that one is not. Now, one thing I've turned these on, and I've given them a tune, as in an automatic scan for noise. So they've picked their channels, and we're just going to try it. They're both on the same settings. Both are in high yield, and I've only got one on at the moment. Otherwise, I'll go completely nuts. But I think I've got to probably get this back a little bit. I'll put this up. It's going to be very hard to hear the audio. I don't want to make a lot of noise here, just in case, because I'm in a remote place, and there were people walking around here about half a k away. So yeah, I just don't know. I'm here by myself, so usually I don't go by myself, but I am today. So I think I've probably got to get the microphone on this pretty close to the detector. So we'll have a listen, and actually I can just pick up the this. I can just pick this up and hold it here. So one thing I've noticed when I get this WM12 near the wireless microphone I'm using, it cuts out. I don't know if you can hear the audio goes choppy. It doesn't like it. But for our first test, I'm not going to bother burying targets and things. I'm not really geared up for it, but we'll just do some testing, and that's the noise. Now I'll try and I can't put it near the microphone. Hang on a second. I'm going to try and clip it to myself. Hopefully you can hear that. Get a twig, get a stick. They're just a bit bent, but it's alright, no big deal. Put in the middle of the coil. I've got the gain on these on 16, by the way. Okay, about there. So, not really geared up. I'll just notch the stick. Okay. So that's got a notch on the stick. You can have a listen to that detector. This is the one without any of the electric or magnetic shielding. It's making a bit of a chirp, but I'll turn him off. There's my shoe going over the coil. Okay. He can shut down. I'll leave that on because I'll probably be turning it on again. Okay, this one. Okay. Now I've already done the setups on these. These are both on a gain of 16. So I'll wait for it to fire up. I've got my little notched stick here. The notch I've put on it. Don't know if you can see that, but anyway. Oh, this one here's got a different tone to it, but yeah, it goes near the microphone, doesn't like it. Drops out. I'll see how we go. This one's only got Velcro on it, so get that bit of grass away. There. The wireless microphone is cutting out the audio. If I get it away, it's fine. And it starts going staccato. So obviously these are all pretty close on the same frequency. Anyway, I've got two notches there. And on the small gold, not small gold, small pen. Turn all this off for a second. Okay. Got to get behind the camera here, so you won't be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. So if that's focused, there's a notch there, and a notch. There we are. A notch there. That's the difference. There to there, both on the same settings. Now that was testing on the 0.05. So I'm going to keep this. I didn't bring any rulers and so forth with me, so I'm going to keep that in the car, and I'm going to measure it later on when I get back. But what we're going to do now is going to test the 0.01. I'll test it on this one first. We'll see how we go. This is the stock standard detector. High yield, gain of 16. I'll find myself another stick. Good stick. Hope it's long enough. Let's make sure in the shot here that I've got that detector. Yes, it's fine. I can't put this near it, it just cuts out. Okay. Now, make sure there's no interference. I hope that's loud enough. Okay, let's have a look. 0.1. About there. Okay, it's put a black mark there anyway, so I know that black mark. I'm not going to use car keys to do it, but I could. But we're up that high. That's pretty good, actually. Me walking over the coil again. This is just a subjective test. Hopefully we get some sound. There we go. Put it over there. We'll see how we go. Okay, 0.1. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that. I can't put the speaker unit near the microphone. The audio goes crazy. It just chops out. Okay, I'm getting it up on the knurl. That's a good distance, that one. Okay, turn him off. As you can see, you can probably see the settings there if you zoom in. It's on a gain of 16. It's in a high yield. Everything else is roughly the same, except I've got the tone set different on each detector, just so I don't muddle up which one I'm mucking around with. Anyway, we're up on the knurl here. This bit. Now that's a bigger piece of. I'll get round. It's a bigger piece of gold on the test stick, and the difference is that from that knurly thing there. So I'll have to say that cleaning up the power supplies and doing the shielding has made a difference. It's made more of a difference on the bigger target. Well, I suppose it's a percentage gain on the size of the target, but that's substantial. That is, in the old measurement, what would it be? An inch? From there to there? 1 inch on such a small piece. And on the other one, I lost where I put the mark. Where is it? Oh, it's on the other stick. Stupid me. Long day. Okay. So on the other stick, I'm trying to look down the bottom there. I'm so used to using it. See, that's about 1/2 inch. If you can see that, it's about 1/2 inch. And on the bigger gold, let's try. Oh, have I? Oh, damn. Hang on, I might have coins. I'll go look. It's my lucky day. I got 20 cents. So I'll need a bigger stick for this, for sure. We'll start with this detector again and turn him on. Like I say, this isn't the bee's knees of testing. I've got to go to a test site with buried targets to do the proper tests, but this is just comparing apples with apples, right? Which apple is working best in the situation it is. So I definitely need this, and I find myself. We'll see how big a stick I need to start with. about there, so I don't think I'm going to be a bit difficult. Oh, here's one. Okay. I'll clean this one up. I'm going to keep the bark on it because that's what I'm using for my marks. Well, at least I've got a coin now. I can give it a good... make sure there's no noise. Okay, there's 20 cents. Unmodified detector. I want a repeatable signal. I'm not going to go for any wishy-washy. Okay. Well, it's on that knurl there, but I'm going to strip the bark off a bit. Okay. So we've got a mark on there. 20 cents. Okay. Turn that one off. This is musical chairs. Okay. Turn this one on. Get this. Get ready. It's probably far enough away. I don't think it'll have any interference, but we're up there. There's the mark there. I think it takes longer to come on when I've got another receiver unit working, another speaker. There we go. For some reason, very chirpy there. Hang on. It's probably getting interference from something. Probably the coil. Maybe it's not far enough away. Oh. No, it's a microphone again. I'll put it over there. We'll see how we go. Far more punchy signal. I'm already well above the other mark. Okay, we're going wishy-washy. We'll go down a little bit. We'll just call it fair there. About a centimetre below the wishy-washy. So I'll just go back on that point. I can hear that quite easy. Okay, I'm going to show you this. This is proving something here, that getting the noise out of the detectors is good. I'll start packing this stuff up too. I don't want to stay here too long just in case. But when you go out with expensive detectors, it's good to always go to different spots. Don't, especially when you're by yourself, don't go, by yourself into remote areas. Should always take someone. Okay, fellas, you have a look at this. Okay, can I get there? There we go. Hang on. There, if you can see my fingers, it's probably, I don't know if it's focusing properly, but there we go. It's 1, 2, 3 inches. I'd say 3 inches. There's the first cutout, and there's that one. That proves a point to me that that really is indicating that shielding it and stopping that noise going into the power supply absolutely works a treat. I'll keep this stick too as a reference. I'll measure it properly when I get home. But that's very good, very good indeed. So all my years at trade school and doing courses in electronics has paid off. And I really did stick to analog electronics. My mentor from years ago, a very talented RF engineer, said to me, he said, don't learn digital, he said, stick with analog. And the reason was, he said this, everyone will be doing digital and no one will know a thing about analog electronics, right? You know, the finer points of it. He said, it'll be very rare to find anyone who knows anything about analog. So they'll all be digital. And that's basically what I've done. I've only started doing digital in about the last 12 months. And I've brought myself up to speed on a lot of the digital techniques, and it marries in well with analog. The interfacing. You can't just be a digital guru and say, oh, well, now I'm going to design an analog system. All this is analog. You know, your ears is analog. And, you know, you can't just go say, oh, you know, I'm going to build a digital system without knowing anything about analog. What's it going to? It'll sit there and make purring noises at you. Not that bad, but yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit bloody great whopping mozzie. There goes a mozzie near the camera. Okay, I'll swap this. No, I can't do that, can I?